Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome to today's trade recap. Today I took one trade. Ignore this top trade right here. I accidentally pressed sell and then I had to close straight away. But this was the main trader over here, so I just want to go over why I entered, why my bias was bearish, and my draw. So let's get started. Starting off with the 4 hourly. If I just get rid of all my drawings and go right here. Right there. Okay, as you can see, on the 4 hourly, I was quite bearish, like starting off the day, and that's because before the session started, we swept out these highs in the morning in London session, and then after sweeping out those highs, we saw an inverse of this 4 hour gap right here. So I essentially wanted to see price to, continue falling down. The reason I wasn't bullish of this is because usually, if we are bullish, if we have a sweep of external liquidity over here, I expect internal liquidity to get taken. So we rebalance this fair value gap and then continue pushing up. But if we're truly bullish, we would not have a body close below this 4 hour gap. And on top of that, we had a bunch of clean targets starting off the day. So we had all these lows that I wanted to get taken. And I've been mentioning this 4 hour fair value gap for a while now. Like if you go back on all my recaps, I've been saying I want to see this 4 hour fair value gap get filled because it's a really good pool of good pool of like liquidity. So yeah, going into the day I was bearish. Going down to, let me go to New York Open. What's happening? Trading View is always messing with me. So 9:30 right here. So going to the 30-minute. As you can see on the 30-minute, we're also bearish. So we have a strong close below this low. And again, I wasn't expecting price to come up anymore because as you can see, this 30-minute, we already came and tapped 50% of this. If we continued going up, I would have probably not taken a trade because I expect this fair value gap to hold now and for us to flush down to the rest of these lows. If we did come up, I would have probably not looked for a trade because on the 4 hour, as I said, I'm bearish, and on the 30-minute I would have turned bullish, and that's not what I want. So yeah, I don't know why this keeps messing up. 9:30. Yes, there we go. We respect this. So essentially what I'm looking for is either a resweep of this high, which I don't really want, and then I wouldn't take the shorts from here because we've already taken 50% of this 30-minute fair value gap. I'll want to see 15-minute fair value gaps form on the way down and then for me to be able to short from there. So if I just keep skipping price, as you can see, in the first 15 minutes, we did dump really hard. So as I said, we weren't going to take this high, which I was correct about. I'll start deleting some of these markups so it's easier to see what I'm looking at. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm just waiting for a 15-minute fair value gap to form. So this draw got taken, this draw got taken. Over here, we do form this fair value gap right here. And this is what I'm interested in. So I want us to have a correction going up so I can continue shorting down because I knew price is going to drop essentially. If I go into the next, right, so this got tagged as well. The reason I like this is because as I said, this 4 hour fair value gap is really clean to me. And the fact that we have formed basically relatively equal lows right above this fair value gap, and you could count this low as well. This is really high probability, so I just had a feeling price was going to come down. Now, the sweep I had in mind was this one right here. I think this is a pretty clean sweep. Now, if I start playing price one by one, as you can see, we had the first initial bearish fair value gap over here. So this is where I entered a sell by accident and then I quickly closed down. I'll tell you why this wasn't that amazing of a trade. So the reason why I didn't like this too much is because, as you can see, usually if I want to take shorts, I like some sort of structure forming on the way up, and then when I see a displacement, I'm more comfortable entering. But if the last 1, 2, 3, 4 candles are bullish and then we inverse, that's really that's really dodgy because the upward pressure is way too strong. I would want to see more conviction, at least the 2-minute inverse. So as you can see over here, the 2-minute did not inverse. So essentially I'm just sitting here waiting, As you can see, the 2-minute was respected over here, so it's not really clean for me at the moment. What I was looking at is this 3-minute to inverse, and I do want to see some sort of displacement, because we could continue going up, taking out these highs, come back into this 30-minute fair value gap. So, but at the same time, the draw is really strong, where I do expect price to come down and take this. So staying on the 3-minute time frame, as you can see, we have an extremely strong candle coming down, and this is the type of candle that I want to see before I enter. The reason I entered this trade is because, as you can see over here, we did not tap into this fair value gap so like just yet. So I could easily enter shorts right here, covering this high and then targeting these equal lows. And then what I decided to do is I wanted to go break even when we take out this low right here. So if I just play price, as you can see, we were messing around quite a bit over here. I remember I decided to go take a shower because it was taking too long, and I had an alert set at break even over here. Same second we swept this low, I was like, all right, I want to reduce my risk down to 0, so it's impossible for me to lose money now. And then, as you can see, we came down and absolutely smashed my profit targets, and we came into this 4-hour fair value gap that I called literally a couple days ago. You can literally go through all my trade recaps. But yeah, pretty nice and simple trade. I know yesterday, I think my video came corrupted. I'll re-upload that video. I don't know why that didn't get uploaded, but I did have a break-even trade during the New York session, but I did trade news, which helped me make a bit of money, but I didn't go over that one because it wasn't my inversion fair value gap strategy. But this was like an extremely easy and bait trade that everyone decided to take. But yeah, quick little recap. If you guys have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. If you guys have any questions or any other trades that you guys entered and you would like to share, drop them in the comments below as well. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care.